Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts is going to be watching or coming in real soon. You're watching us live on the Texas Golf Insider Network. And, folks, this is the big night. And we're doing the big golf giveaway 52 sleeves of Pro V1s. They're going to be given away tonight here on the show. We're going to spin the wheel. We got the Google wheel ready to go. And so someone's going to get, what is it, comes down to 13 or 14 boxes, dozens of Pro V1s are going to be given away. So stick around. Hey, folks, listen, I got something here for a comment, too. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the PGA. I'd like to get your opinion on that. And the opinion is, your opinion would be really helpful. Is Rory McIlroy going to the LIV Tour? I mean, let's think about this. He's not playing this week. Actually, I don't even think he's playing next week. He's kind of snubbing the PGA right now. So, and Jon Rahm is one of his buddies. So we'd like to know what your thoughts are. We'll take your comments, man. We'll give you some shout outs too. And then we have Kobe Gullick, who's the owner of Kobe Stevens Apparel. He'll be with us tonight. He's one of our one and done winners from last year, folks. And if you want to get into one and done, there's still time before next week. Go to TexasGolfInsider.com. That's the TexasGolfInsider.com. Scroll all the way down where it says play now. You'll see Dave, Adam Grosh, and myself. You see our mugs there. And so go down there. We'll be talking about it throughout the whole show. Kobe is one of the winners, so he'll probably be bragging about it for the whole show. And folks, we're going to give it away. I'm looking forward to see who the winner is. Hey, if you're not familiar with the program at all, go grab yourself a colon. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, everybody. Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here. Davey Gravy Roberts, Mr. Gummy Bear himself. Oh my God, you're taking it to the extreme with the gummy bear. What's in the middle?
Dude, I'm in the special gummy bear room. It's only for GIPs. That's right. Very important gummies. Um, we've got all types of gummies in here. It depends on what you like. We've got the regular gummies. We got gummies here that'll make your body change. And you know what? If you really want to go to sleep, I really got the gummy that'll make you sleep for a while. So, we chase it down with a little fireball. What are you drinking tonight, Ratch?
Oh man, David, we're working on the show, and can you ask me that question right after the break?
I bet you I can.
Hey, folks, listen, if you just joined in, this is a very big night for us. We are going to be giving away uh, uh, a full year's supply of Pro V1s, and that's 52 sleeves that we're going to be giving out. So, it's stick around. We're going to do this toward the end of the show. We're going to get our producer to snap on the winner, and we will do the winner live. We have nothing to do with it. All the names are being logged in right now, and there's nearly 1,000 entries. So he will spin the wheel, and we'll have all the names on them. So we'll wait till he gets those all loaded up, and then we'll yell out the winner. And don't forget to join our one and done. We have 40 players right now. I mean, today everybody was signing up. And if we can get to 50 players, we're going to have quite the pool going into the season next week. And we're talking about maybe having a golf tournament at the end of the one and done. Should be a lot of fun. If you're in the one and done, you love to gamble. Yeah, I think you're going to like whatever our plans are toward the end of the year. Go to TexasGolfInsider.com. Scroll all the way down to play now. You see Dave in my picture. Log on in. $50 to join. It's a blast. Starts next week. And Davey Gravy was pretty good at it last year. He started slipping away at the end. Jon Rahm his favorite guy, screwed him big time.
Yes, he did. He screwed me big time.
He
But that's
really
okay.
did.
I have a plan this year.
Hey, Dave.
I have a plan.
Hey, so what happened? You didn't have a substitute, or was he winning and then he got
No,
he
I
got
had a
pulled?
substitute, but he played like 9 holes,
Oh,
and then he
that's right.
withdrew, even though he was like 3 under. Um, the commissioner said that he had already started his round and that I was disqualified for the week. So,
Yeah,
um,
and check out the
thanks,
app
John
too.
Rahm. Thank you.
Well, you don't have to worry. Hey, Dave, you don't have to even worry about him this year. You don't even have to worry. Hey, you may not even have to worry about McIlroy. I mean, next week, or is it this week? I mean,
Stop it.
Hey, I called it. I called it on Ron.
I knew you were going there.
Do it
I was
tomorrow.
waiting for you. Look,
I'm not saying he's going to do it
No.
tomorrow. I'm just saying it's kind of weird that he's snubbing, the century. This is the opening of everything. And the Sony.
So
I don't believe it.
when Tiger Woods did it, did you say something to Tiger Woods? Because Tiger Woods doesn't play in it. He doesn't play in Kapalua. Phil Mickelson, when he was on the PGA Tour, never did. Some of the stars don't feel it's worth it to go over there, and they don't start their season until they get to like the Phoenix Open or Pebble Beach. So it's no big deal. But I'm glad you brought it up, because I'm in a great mood tonight. Somehow these gummies kick in quicker than you think. Okay, but about 7 hours ago, Rory was on a thing called Stick to Football podcast. And he talked about that, about the Augusta getting the fourth major and all of this. And he did say he is very judgmental. But see, what you're not saying, Ratch, is that he goes, quote, not everybody is in the same position as me and Tiger Woods. I can see them going for the money. Okay. He also said, quote, and I've got it right here. I got it right here for you, that it'd be better spent, because you can't outspend the Saudis, but it'd be better spent to take the money and give it to the USGA or RNA to get programs started to build the game instead of buying talent, quote unquote, Rory McIlroy 7 hours ago.
So guess who's listening to McIlroy? The PGA fried his ass. He got fried, and he did. He put himself out there, and he got burned.
And that's Patrick Cantley. Patrick Cantley went off on a tangent over there.
I'm just telling. Let's stick with Rory. I'm just telling you, got to stick with Rory here, because we don't have Rahm there this week. We don't have McIlroy there this week. He's snubbing the PGA. That's exactly what he's doing, because where he's playing this week, the purse is $1 million. This one is 3.6. So he is snubbing.
What place did he come in last year at the Century?
Have not a clue.
What place did he come in last year?
Have not a clue.
He did not play. There you go.
He's snubbing him this year. No, I don't know what the.
Matter of fact, Florida, I wouldn't be
I'll try to look it up.
4 days either. So.
But I tell you what, he's just starting to talk very nice. He's backpedaling what he was saying about the LIV Tour, Dave, and he's saying some nice things about it. And maybe I was a little overreacting to it. And you know why he's saying that?
Right.
Because he got snubbed by the PGA. He's not on the board anymore. John Rahm is his friend. Koepka is a buddy of his.
Well, as of 7 hours ago, Ratch, he has not even been offered anything by the Saudis, according to his interview on Stick to Football podcast.
Yeah, well, either was John Rahm.
That was in the works for a while.
John Rahm was another talking piece for the PGA. It was all about winning the Masters and the history. PGA blew some history here, Dave. I really believe they did. And it's not going to be the same. The Masters is going to be the Masters, but let's wait and see. That what it got now, 52 players, Dave, that is going to be in the field right now. That could be a short
Yeah,
day,
but the
don't
live
you?
guys, if you qualify, you can be in there.
That's including the live
Any
guys. Right
live
now they
player
have
who
52.
qualifies can be in there.
So what is it? Someone's got to win
Right,
some
because you got
tough.
to wait till you get to the top 64. Well, no, because they don't pick the top 64 players, right? That's on the money list up until like right after the Phoenix Open and of the West Coast Swing. Then those guys are going to get invites. And then anybody who wins between there and the Valero Texas Open, who's not already qualified, is going to get in. And then they're going to have their limited field.
Yeah, winners are get in. You know, winners is a trip to Augusta, and isn't the Valero the last one you can actually go to win, and
Yep.
then the
Ask
Masters.
Corey Connors. Corey Connors won the Valero, and the next week he
Yeah.
was there at the Masters. Actually, did pretty good for not knowing the place.
Well, you know, I'm hoping we're going to have a good field. I think we will. The Masters is still the Masters, but something weird is just going on out there, Dave. I can't put my finger on it, but
They call that
let's
sports washing. Sports washing.
okay. I get
We
what you're
can't
saying.
beat
But
you. We'll buy you.
I get it. I get it. But I'm just saying they do have a lot of money. But I'm talking about the players now. The players are set in, and I think the players are set in to when someone offers McIlroy 500 or 600 million like Rahm. Now you're talking about the flood. Once those guys leave, and again, we talked about this before, you're going to lose some sponsorships. A lot of people are saying you can't get the big boys and the best in the world there. I'm not putting up 20 million. I can assure you that.
Well, I get you.
So let's
you
get
know
the
what?
hypothetical. Let me give you a hypothetical, okay? Let's say that John Rahm's number 2, McIlroy's number 3. What a scenario? Who picks up the slack if McIlroy were to actually go maybe after the season or maybe somewhere in the middle of the season? Who steps up to carry the PGA from here?
It has to be a combined effort, like I've been mentioning for years. That was the biggest problem with the PGA during the Tiger era. It was all about Tiger and not the supporting cast. There's 144 people who play in the PGA Tour every week, okay? And anybody can win on any given day, and that's been proved over the last 2 years,
Right.
since COVID. So you're looking for the next Xander Schauffele or Scotty Scheffler or Morikawa or somebody like that? You know what? I rather have, and this is just me.
Yeah.
I rather have a group of stars up there competing instead of relying on one player. Take a look at Rahm. Did you know that before he disqualified or got sick and hurt his pinky toe right at the Tournament Players Championship, all the commercials were with Jon Rahm. It wasn't about the defending champ. It was all about Jon Rahm. He goes out before 9 holes. There's egg on your face. Again, you got to start bundling everybody and put them together. You have an entity of 144
Okay, let's
week.
say that. Who, like I say, then who's going to carry it? Who's the team that would carry it? Because there was Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Lee Trevino. You know, you can go on down the line
right,
with some of those guys.
Ricky, who's very popular right now.
Who?
You've got Morikawa, who's very popular. You got Fowler. He's always going to be popular. He's like the John Daly of this era. You know, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
You've got those guys that are still there. You got some up-and-comers. You got some kids there, Cootie brothers, who are coming from the University of Texas, already making a splash on the scene. I mean, there are people up and coming.
You know, I'll tell you what.
But again, you can't keep eggs in one basket.
I can tell you this.
Everybody crowned Cam Smith as the next coming of the golf. And have we heard much of this cat since he went to the LIV Tour? No, they only played 12 times.
Well, again, be careful because he will be back coming into the picture. The LIV Tour is going to come back. But I'm just saying this because Tiger Woods could hold the network. He moved the needle every time, even though you don't want to talk about the team. There's other players. I get all of that. The reason he gets the eyeballs and when he was coming up because he was great. One of the greatest golfers that ever lived, you know. So he moved the needle like Jack Nicklaus.
Yes.
Jack Nicklaus, and when Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer played together, everybody watched. Everybody watched from Thursday to Sunday. I was one of them. And you know what I thought about these $20 million purses that we're having? The elite of the elite all were committed to show up. And now we're missing at least 1, 2 this week, which again, this is probably
This week,
a
again, the big stars. Ernie Els, when he won, he never went over there. There's several stars who have skipped it, and I don't know why, because you know what? If you just show up, you're going to make $48,000. Just don't get disqualified. So, you know, I would already have 48 grand in the bank. But some of those guys don't think that it's worth going over there. Now, when it was in California at La Costa, they all showed up. But now going across the pond over there, they don't. But that's a whole nother story. Here's the problem with the PGA Tour, okay? First of all, it's leadership. We all know that. He's got to go.
Yeah,
Second, Patrick Cantley, and third of all, why do you have 42 events? You are so saturated week in and week out. There is nothing to look forward to except I look forward to the 5 majors because the TPC to me is a major. Okay. I look forward to Bay Hill, Memorial, and the rest of it is I'm checking my
majors.
One and dones on my phone every week. I'm not even watching.
And folks, if you want in on the one and done, you can go to thetexasgolfinsider.com. Nice lead in, Dave. And scroll down, you see Dave and Mike's face, play, and hit the play button and sign up, man. It's fun. We're going to talk about it starting next week, and every week from here on out, we'll give you the winners and the losers. We'll give some shout out names. Who knows? We're probably going to give some stuff away too. I mean, we just may do that and give some stuff away. Hey, this is Davey. We're up against the clock. We got a guest that we got to get to here. Hey, folks, listen, if you're a first timer coming in, don't forget, grab yourself a cold one. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
Old friend, our hearts know you. You welcome us with open arms. Your stories are our favorites to retell. And you love surprising us with new ones. Our family treasures these moments with you and your sugar white sand.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience in 2023? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy the golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge And know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman, Dave Roberts, and we have a special guest with us who I can't wait to talk to about what's going on in the PGA Tour when it comes to apparel. And he's also one of the winners from our one and done from last year. And folks, if you don't think it's fun to play, just ask Kobe Gullick. He's the owner of Kobe Stevens Apparel. Welcome to the show, man.
How are you guys? Happy New Year.
Good. Pretty good. Well, you know, we're going to be spinning the wheel. I don't even know if you signed up for a year's supply of Pro V1s.
Wait, when I sign up for one and done, do I still sign up for do I have to sign up for the Pro V1 separately?
Well, you can't do it anymore because we got all the names logged into a big Google wheel, and we're going to spin that bad boy.
Goodness.
Well, you know, we're really pushing the one and done, Kobe. You know, before we get to what you've been up to, what Kobe Stevens is doing this year. Hey, man, you were kind of going. I tried to get Big Dave on here, but Big Dave is kind of like he's not like you. He's a little shy. Matter of fact, I don't even think he emailed me back at all. And I said, well, God, I got to have somebody to come on. And the timing was perfect last night. And so, Kobe, you know, hey, listen, you played it. Is this the first time you've done the one and done?
It is. It's the first time I've done it with this Adams League. I've played in something similar, and you know, I play Survivor NFL football, and
okay.
you know, which is obviously a similar deal. But I really like the way that this one was set up, especially because of the tournament winnings. The dollar value is basically at the end of the day, you know, what gets you there. So it's really it's a really cool I don't know what you want to call it, tournament or pool, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was funny because I think I may have picked. I was trying to go back and look, and I can't find the archives of last year, but I think the very first tournament I may have, you know, got somebody in the top 5, and then I was always kind of hanging around, and then it was like I missed 3 straight cuts, and then all it takes is, let's see, I think Scotty Scheffler won the Players last year, right?
Yeah.
And that was kind of one of the, if I remember correctly, last year was one of the first years for the, what did you call the tournaments that had like a higher winning, like a value or whatever they called them?
It's a $20 million tournament, right?
Yeah.
Dave's got that one.
I can't think of what
Designated tournament.
What is it?
What they call them?
They're the designated tournament. And Kobe,
Designated.
the reason you can't, I was looking for the emails too, but my secretary, Hillary, she got rid of all those emails a long time ago. So we're not going to find those.
Yeah.
You'll never hire anyone named Hillary, okay?
Yeah, exactly. The but nonetheless, Scotty Scheffler, you know, won like over, I don't know, may have been like 2.5 million. So
yeah.
All of a sudden it shot me back up into, you know, in the top 3 maybe. And then hung around there, and then it was kind of a dogfight over the summer. There's definitely strategy involved for sure. I can remember texting Adam and you know, trying to make sure that I was, doing the right thing and so on and so forth. But of course, we were all competing. So, but
And he was giving you, sure, here's what you want to do.
yeah, exactly. But I think let's see, I had a decent strategy towards the end because it was when Lucas Glover was starting to get hot, and
Right.
he won those last tournaments, and I had him available, and then I had Keegan Bradley. He was kind of hot.
Yep.
He's always kind of right there. But I'm trying to think. Do you remember who won the St. Jude, or was the St. Jude the last one that we chose?
That I can't
I know
remember.
that Lucas won 2 out of the last 3, and Keegan won the other one.
Okay, so I had Keegan, and then and then Lucas was my last pick, and I think that's kind of just when the steam was running out on him because he was just probably emotional and physical overload those last
no kidding.
3 weeks. But yeah, so I finished second, and it was only by a couple $100,000, which I know sounds like a lot, a couple $100,000, but it was
Not in our game.
It was super close. It was super close, and I think even so. Whoever won first, it was Dave.
Big Dave.
Right?
Yeah.
But not Dave, not you, Dave, right? Like who? Because isn't it the same last name though?
No. Matter of fact, I don't even have his last name here. I do have it. Yeah, I do have it somewhere here.
I guess it was just Big Dave. And so there was even a time period when I thought it was you, Dave, because then there was also a Ratchman that was right there in like third.
My brother Jerry.
Yeah. So,
you know what he did when I called him and I said, man, I was rooting for you. He says, you freaking Texas people rigged it. I knew you didn't want no cheese head down there beating your asses off. And I told him, I said, buddy, I said, I was rooting for you. You're my brother. You're my blood. I'd like to see it. But he said he ran out of gas, man. He didn't have the players he needed. And there's a lot of strategy to this because you got this app that you can go to, folks. It's we'll tell you how you can get there. You can go to TexasGolfInsider.com and go scroll down to see Dave and our face, and you can play it. But it's got all the information too on it. It's kind of neat who won last year, who came in second and third. That's also a nice setup that you can use, but there's still, you got to have your own little strategy.
Yeah, exactly. And it looked like, it looked like even this year there's already like maybe 50 or more that are already signed up. So
it's pretty good.
And I was freaking out because I was thinking that it started with tomorrow's first tournament.
I did too. I did
but
the same
obviously,
thing.
Yeah, obviously not with the limited field. So got a little bit of time to strategize before the Sony Open for sure.
Well, congratulations, man. And it's our first one that we put together. It was a big success. And Adam and I are going to be talking about putting on a tournament, maybe at Valor Creek. After the tournament is over with, we all get together, do a little gambling on a weekend. He's got a place to stay over there, and there's hotels you can hook up, and it could turn into quite the party.
Absolutely. Well, conveniently, my parents live I don't know, maybe 8 miles down 281. So I think I'm in for sure.
That's pretty easy to do. I live about 45 minutes away, so I'm gonna probably beg Adam for a spot at his place.
There you go.
Because I know there's no way. Every time I get together with Adam, there's no reason for me to drive. And
Dave, how far away are you from Valor Creek?
I'm the same thing. I'm about 40 minutes now from the edge of New Braunfels.
Okay.
I have a little bit more windier road to go than Ratchman, so I definitely have to stay somewhere near the premises. As long as he's got a putting green, I've slept on Mike's fake putting green in his backyard, so all I need is a green to lay on. I'm good to go.
Hey, he's got one in his backyard too.
I don't know. It could be a pretty good spot. How they have that deck right there where that lake is. overlooking or right there by 18. So you know what? After a couple of bourbons, you know, I could probably just stay right there and sleep.
Yeah, all I
He'll
need is a
make a
sleeping bag and a fireball. I'm good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
he'll make it comfortable enough for you to stay. That's for sure.
For sure. For sure. So
Well, hey, Kobe, you know, you had a great year in 2023. Things are just booming. Wow, it's been fun to watch from afar, seeing all the things that you've been doing. What do you got in store for 2024?
Well, first off, I appreciate that. Yeah, 23 was certainly a record year for us. We hit a milestone that I didn't think that we would achieve last year, certainly, but it was you know, a fantastic year. I think a lot of it was really just kind of built on some of these partnerships that we've done. South Texas PGA certainly is one of them. The deal that we did with St. Jude Children's Hospital is going to be something that's going to also continue into this year. That's going to be phenomenal. Even outside of the golf arena, but as we really kind of try to expand and grow the lifestyle brand, we got really involved with USSSA. I've mentioned my cousin Dustin Roberts many times. You know, all of the just the individuals that are just so dedicated to, you know, and loyal, that's the word I'm looking for, you know, that has come out of that has been incredible. We had all kinds of tournaments, not only, you know, in Houston, but then outside of Texas. I definitely put some miles on the vehicle, and had some good road trips. And in 24 is really just going to continue to expand on that. Probably the number one thing that's going to be different or something new, and I've mentioned this a little bit, but we are going to be set up at the Houston Open at
Nice.
Memorial Park Golf Course. So Kobe Stevens will have its own tent. It's going to be right off of 18 T-Box. And it's just going to be super exciting. Something that I didn't really think that would happen. You know, the one thing that was pretty cool is they actually came after us. They reached out to us, and it was I don't know, it was last summer when we started originally having the discussion about it. But it was, you know, just such an honor. I can't even wait. I feel like all systems go now. It's like, you know, we've turned the page into January, and then all of a sudden it's the last week in March. So we're technically less than 3 months away. And while that may sound like a lot, there's certainly a lot of planning between all the different foundations and all the different entities that are going to be involved with it. So it's going to be really cool. If you guys feel like coming down and hanging out, maybe doing a live show at the Houston Open, certainly our tent will welcome you guys with open arms. But
that's something that you know what's really cool about this, Kobe? It's another designated tournament. You know, that's a $20 million purse, so you're going to get all the big boys there.
Yeah, it comes at a great timing. It's Easter weekend, but it's 2 weeks right before the Masters. So, you know, you got a lot of guys trying to buy in there, trying to get that final slot, or just kind of tune up their game. And you know, I talked about partnerships earlier. One of the big thing too that we did this year, and it was later in the year when we finally signed the deal. So kind of the last quarter, the last 3 months of the year, we signed with iHeartRadio. And that has been absolutely unbelievable. We signed our first endorsement deal with Brian LaLima on 790 Sports Talk, and you know, it was right in the heart of like Astros playoffs, and then, you know, the Texans kind of got hot, and it was just, you know, everybody was listening to 790 Sports Talk, and we were feeding off of that, plus a couple of other podcasts and streaming. And the benefits that we received from that was amazing. So hopefully we'll get Brian out there and do some iHeartRadio live broadcasts as well. So it could be really fun. I'm looking forward to the Houston Open for sure. I suspect that after that I will be beyond exhausted, so may have to may have to take a week and spend some much needed family time. But I'm certainly looking forward to it. It's not only an honor but very exciting for sure.
Well, it's not just a 4-day event. Just putting it all together and making it happen weeks in advance. A lot of preparations. We have always our tents out at the Valero Texas Open, and there's always planning that needs to be done. We did live shows out there. Dave and I did that for years. We had it out there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we've done a couple up in Austin when they had the match play up there. And that's always fun to do. It's that drive back home. It's not like we tear down and stay, and we stay late.
Exactly.
So it's going to be pretty interesting. Hey, I don't know if you heard this, but I thought about you today. Jason Day is just got rid of Nike.
Yeah.
Okay, now they made a big deal of it. That he was going to a company called Melbourne.
Yeah, are you familiar with that brand, by the way?
Yeah, I am. I actually I took a look at their website, and I'm thinking I'm going to get on there, and there's colors galore, and you're going to, hey, Colby, why are you not tailoring out these pros, man? Because they all look alike out there. They all got the same looking shirt. Maybe there's a handful of them that have colors and designs, but most of them all look the same when they're out there. Even now that he's switching, I said, well, it's got to be something amazing. So I switched over, and I go, okay, I've seen a couple of shirts that look good, but there's really no colors and designs yet. And I think it's on its way. Someone's trying to do something. So I'm going, why are you not taking care of this PGA group and dressing their hair?
Well, hopefully that's going to be one thing. There has been a few entry-level discussions, and this could be an exciting year for us for that as well. I know that both of JJ Wood, and he was outfitted, him and his caddy wore our gear during the Valero Texas Open. And I have an opportunity for maybe a couple players for the Houston Open, and
Nice.
one guy that actually could be a potential connection from JJ Wood, and I won't mention it yet, namely because I can't. But it is definitely a PGA Tour player that is. He's younger. He's kind of new to the game, but he has had a lot of spotlight on him. And if we could get him outfitted in Kobe Stevens, I think it could be just one of the other things that takes us to the next level and gets us an amazing amount of exposure. So maybe next time on TGI next month when I talk to you guys, I can officially give you an update or an announcement. So fingers crossed. But it's interesting out there because it's a competitive market. That's one thing that I am certainly realizing and it's not just about, I think maybe back in the day, it was like, hey, let me find out who can give me the most amount of money, and let me just put some stuff on, and they don't really care. But fashion, especially in the golf arena, has really taken a new level, right? So there's a ton of personality in what you're wearing, and finding that right partnership with that individual is equally as important as finding from our side somebody to that's going to represent us and represent the brand well. I think of some of the guys out there. Well, I think of some of our best sellers and some of the things that have really worked, like the flamingos and the florals and all of this. And we have a ton of that coming in. I think of a couple of individuals that I could really see out there that have that personality, almost kind of like a Harry Higgs or somebody along that line who kind of floats under the radar a little bit. I'm not going to have to pay a huge amount of money, but somebody that certainly is very popular and can help the brand grow. So, we'll see what happens. But I have learned one thing with the past year, I would say, is that growing too fast can get you in trouble quick. We have such an amazing core team, and Jackie and Katie, who I've mentioned the past couple of times, are just incredible. And then so many other individuals that maybe aren't necessarily on the payroll constantly per se, but between Dustin and Derek and a handful of others, it's just it's definitely takes a big team effort to grow like this. So now it's kind of like, all right, pull up your socks and play with the big boys, because this is going to be a big year and we're excited about it.
Well, and I guess it's really important, and Dave, you know a lot about this too, making the cut, finding a guy who can make the cut and make that Saturday and Sunday. So, and there's a lot of guys that are making that cut, but all it takes is like what happened to me, is another player goes up to another player and goes, man, where'd you get that shirt?
Right.
Boom. Is that what you say? Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
And that's what happens. And it's kind of funny. It's happened to me. I can see it happening to another PGA player. And it's just a matter of time. It's getting the right break, getting it out there. But I've seen all the other stuff out there, Colby. You guys got some great designers. You got some great people working for you. And then I hope you get that break in 2024. It's good for you and your company. And I'm looking forward to kind of hanging out with you this whole next year again. And
absolutely. I'm gonna make some trips down to San Antonio, where we're gonna have to meet in between at a couple of places, the three of us, and maybe have a little Fireball and root beer and play a little golf and
oh God.
Absolutely. So
hey, Colby, we're up against the clock here, buddy. Just want to thank you for coming on in, especially on the last minute, and it just kind of all fell in place. So congratulations. Good luck for the one and done again this year. And, we'll all be giving each other a bunch of crap throughout the season again. So it's going to be fun that you got back in on it. And of course, you're one of the defenders of placing, so you got to be there,
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a little bit of banter between us and Adam and the crew. So it'll be a fun year for sure.
Hey, folks, and keep in mind, go to CobyStevens.com and take a look at their website. You purchase anything in there, put the letters TGI. That's TGI, and get 20% off. I haven't seen your website in the last couple of days, but folks are going to love it. Just get on there. It's CobyStevens.com. Colby, thanks a lot, man. Happy New Year to you and your family. And we'll catch up with you real soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Happy New Year. And we'll definitely talk soon.
All right, man. All right. Have a good week. Take care.
All right. Take care, gentlemen.
Hey, folks, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, someone's going to spin the wheel and someone's going to win some stuff. They're going to win what we got back over here. Can you see that? There's a lot of golf balls.
Don't give away my Pro V1s.
There's a whole lot of golf balls. So, folks, if you haven't had a cocktail yet, this is the perfect time to go get it. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
To book your tee time today or visit us online.
Season at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf for holiday specials this year. Featuring the Titleist T-Series irons, which combine exceptional feel, more consistency, and precise control. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards in any amount for the special golfer you're shopping for. Edwin Watts Golf Shops is home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at worldwidegolf.com.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events. Or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here, Dave Roberts. And, we have come down to getting close to spinning the wheel, Dave. I know you had asked me if you could join, and I said no. But we
I play
did
headphones.
we had nearly 1,000 entries. So the wheel's pretty big. We had to get 3 different colors for all the people that we had put in there. And some people went out of their way to double it up. A couple people did, where they had gone to follow us. Now we have about 2,000 people following us on our Facebook podcast right now. So that's always fun to do. And, folks, Dave, should we just give it away now or should we
Let's
wait?
do it now, because you know what? I think our producer has worked enough, and we've spent more time in overtime on him. I think we ought to give him a New Year's break. What do you think?
I think so. Wait, hey, before we, yes, let's give him a break. Now he said he can post this. Now we're gonna see all the magic he does, and we're gonna post this. And Dave, maybe you can be background music or something.
Background? What do you think I am? I'm a golf profile.
Da-da-da-da-da. Wheel is live.
The wheel is live. I'm staring at it. It's live.
Okay, Davey, you count it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. All the names are logged in, and the winner is Daryl Ward.
Daryl Ward.
Daryl Ward, you lucky winner, you. Oh my God, Daryl Ward has won 52 sleeves of Pro V1s. That's the sleeve of golf balls every week. And if you're losing a sleeve of golf balls every week, hey, that shame on you. Unless you're playing 3 times a day, 3 times a week.
My gosh. Wow. Ratchman, if you had 52 sleeves, what were you going to do for the back 9?
Probably get another 52 and join another contest. Hey, folks, listen, we got to thank everybody for signing up. I mean, there are quite a few people who signed up for this, and once you signed up for our podcast or our giveaway, you also signed up for a free subscription of our digital magazine that you will receive every quarter, every time one comes out, and you'll probably get it here, your first one in March. So I want to thank everybody for doing that. And in March, we have a couple other things that we're going to be giving away. We have some tote bags, some koozies, another box of golf balls. So we'll be giving those away about every month. We'll start that in March, but we wanted to kick off the year, with someone who's going to be happy as a camper, that this has really turned out to be a heck of a deal. We want to thank everybody for really chiming in on that. And Dave, it's not often we get our boss out of here. Johnny has Johnny, I want to thank you very much for last year. 2023 was really good to us, and we're hoping 2024, if we can match 2022, 2023, and 2024, I'm going to be a happy dog. And folks, we really can't do none of this stuff without you. I mean, this is one of our favorite times that Dave and I get together to do these kind of things. And Dave, you've been quite a partner for a long, long time. What year are we going into?
We're going to start our 18th season, and we're going to kick it off right, because in a couple of weeks, we're going to be broadcasting live from the PGA show in Orlando, Florida.
So stick around for that, and we'll have all the goodies. Dave will have all the goodies there. We'll be able to, and again, we'll see what the new gadgets are. It's always fun to do that with the new gadgets. So this will be the first time Dave goes down there and reports from there anyways, on a live show. Now, are you going to stay with us the whole hour?
Yeah, I'm going to stay the whole hour, and I'm going to do live updates every day. Will be posted on my Facebook page and then transferred over to yours.
Nice.
And YouTube. And from demo day on Tuesday all the way till Friday morning when I get on the plane, you will know what's going on with the PGA show, and that's going to be kicking off the week of the 20th of January.
Well, I want to say congratulations to Daryl Ward again. And folks, I want to thank everybody for 2023. You guys throughout the week listen and podcast it, forward it on, and we appreciate you guys doing that throughout the week. So thank you very much. If it wasn't for you, Dave and I wouldn't be doing this. But as long as you guys keep doing this, Dave and I will be back every Wednesday night. And speaking of that, Dave and I'll be back next week again. Until then, rain or shine,
book your tee time.
Have a great week, everybody. Cheers to another year.
Party hardy with the bigger one. Oh, yeah, baby.